CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken's here. We're back today with another, you guessed it, Boom Beach video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over some end of season strategies for for season 63. If you haven't already, appreciate it if you do throw in that code CHICKEN in the shop. We still have some special offers here. The heroic effort is available for a couple more days, so I mean, with the hero tokens, it's kind of worth it. It's also kind of not worth it because we never get them, and when we do, you know, they come kind of sparingly. But we do have some abilities to upgrade, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like hero tokens aren't really that important until we get either a new hero or new abilities to upgrade with them. So do with that as you will. Now, with that being said, I believe, guys, that we are parked at 2468. I don't think it's going to be enough for top 500, but yeah, we're at 400 right now with a day and a half to go. So I would be shocked if we made it. But I got a busy weekend ahead. Just to touch on the chicken, my status, I guess. I got a busy weekend ahead, and I don't think I'm going to be playing. Maybe Sunday night, but we'll see. So this base has been kind of the meta base, I would say. It's definitely been able to slow players down, and that's all that matters in this meta, where it's just a complete, absolute base race with everyone running 250% troop damage, trying to be faster than their opponent. Yeah, this one's good because it takes a while to get through at the beginning, and then you got the 2 sky shields to deal with at the end. I mean, you're only going to have enough GB to bar one of them, so that's probably the only thing that makes sense. Now, if we take a look at the tech tree here, I would recommend everybody at this point unlocks Brick, which is kind of strange because she's been off meta the entire time until like the very last day. But Brick, 7 heavy choppers, 1 bombardier, that seems to be the absolute runaway meta right now, and it's just heavy chopper rushing. We have one of those attacks in the log from somewhere. I think it was Kling Klong a few days ago, but we'll watch him, how he breaks it down, how he hits it, and everything like that. So the good thing is, you can see the heavy chopper rush attack on, you know, one of the better decks, I think, that I'm running right now, especially for this one. So yeah, I mean, there's not a whole pile to it. It's the heavy choppers run out. We got the bombardiers in the back doing some damage, and then Kavan just every now and then to bring in some other troops. Now, he's running this obviously without Brick, which makes it a little tougher. With Brick, all you're trying to do is just keep Brick alive. That's the biggest thing. And the biggest problem for Brick is going to be shock launchers, and I think the Doom Cannon as well poses a risk of killing her. But if you can keep her alive and, you know, just kind of imagine this attack with a couple battle orders opposed to second winds. You know, you're going to be moving a lot faster. So, yeah, it just comes down to keeping her alive simply. And the critter launchers, now that they got nerfed, you can pretty well just completely avoid them with the heavies. Yes, they will slow you down for sure, but there's so many of them around that they kind of, like, in a weird way, they kind of end up doing like splash damage almost, because as soon as the critters come out, there's like, you know, 27 heavies around it. They're just gonna blow them right down. So yeah, not a huge problem for the heavies to deal with. Doesn't seem to slow them down too much. So we went back in yesterday, and if you're still running, I think if you go against this base, this is really, like, even if you're running the heavy chopper 1 bomber hit, which I think is great for the long bases, but I feel like you can't really beat this attack for this base. It just works so well. And the nice thing about it too is it's just copy paste, rinse, repeat. It's the exact same hit over and over again. You know, regardless of the base layout or anything like that, it's just super easy to pull it off. And basically you just flare up one side, delay drop 1-2, and then everyone kind of comes together at the end. We'll put in 2 times speed here. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments how you're making out on the season, if you're parked, if you're still going. I mean, I'll probably try a couple Hail Mary hits to go back in, you know, we'll see how that goes. But for right now, I'm hanging it up, even at global 400, which is, you know, not safe a day and a half by any means. But, you know, for now, it's okay. And the thing is, we're not really missing out on any other tech. The only thing I don't have is brick, so we'll get that at some point. But you can see here the guys that go up the middle, they take out the engine rooms on the right side. Then basically, as soon as those are down, we're able to flare. Make sure you shock the microwaver, because that can be, you know, that can be a big problem for your bombers if you don't account for it. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see what the bottom of 500 is right now. What do we got? 2440. Wow, that picked up. So it's almost at 1 star per hour. Yes, this is 100% not safe. This is not safe by a mile. Yeah, 68 stars. We're only, what's the math there? 28 stars off the bottom, so it's crazy. It's crazy. This whole season has just been nuts. And I think it is due in part to the multi-stat notes. I really do. So we talked about that for a sec. And I don't know, it was just a weird season. Like, everybody seemed to have, like, max tech, like, a week ago. I think really the problem was 7 and 8 engines, though. I think that was the problem, because I don't know if you guys have noticed. I certainly don't notice when I go up against an 80R player versus a 70R player. You know, it takes a week longer to get to 8 engines for essentially no benefit, which is kind of weird. You know, it's cool, I guess, to have a season like that sometimes, but it still seems kind of strange that the extra engine room doesn't really help that much. Aside from that, I mean, everything worked well. Like, it wasn't a bad season or anything like that. But it was just kind of strange how the 7 and 8 engine stuff, it's like as soon as you got to max 70R, like, you're good to go. Which I'm kind of kicking myself for, because we could have pushed a week ago and probably got higher than where I ended up waiting to unlock the 8th engine and that kind of thing. But I wanted to hear your guys' opinion on the stat notes specifically, because I asked you about it yesterday at the end of the video. And I don't know, I just feel like it's I feel like it's kind of strange how they work. Like, like, I'm not lost the fact that we asked Supercell to do it for like a very long time. It's like, oh, this would be cool. You can play offensive, play defensive, but it ends up, I think Stoneheart said, but it ends up being a rock, paper, scissors kind of meta is what ends up happening, because you get, you know, you just get bad matchups, which is annoying. It's like, oh, okay, I can't beat this guy because he picked this and I picked this. Or, oh, I'm going to smoke this guy because I picked this and he picked this. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So I want to hear from you guys on that. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Kind of rambling a little bit, but yeah, that's where we're at. Probably have to dive back in. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. As always, thanks so much for watching. That's going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.